Hello, Ramsey families. Welcome to part 2 of the annual Title I meeting 2020. Ramsey Middle School is an international baccalaureate middle years program. The teachers at Ramsey develop engaging units of inquiry that are grounded in the Minnesota state standards and use the district guidelines and curriculum resources. Students experience connections to the real world from multiple perspectives and use a variety of approaches to learning that can be used across all content and as they continue to high school and beyond. Ramsey is also the middle school component of the St. Paul Public Schools French Immersion program. Students in French Immersion experience learning in French in their social studies class and literacy class. These classes also follow the IB practices. There are a number of assessments used at Ramsey Middle School, state, district, and course-specific assessments. The Minnesota Comprehensive Assessment, or MCAs, happen in the spring and are focused on literacy, math, and 8th grade science. Your students' individual scores on these assessments are mailed to you, and overall building results are made public in late summer or early fall. Access testing is a district assessment given to students whose first language is not English. This test looks at a student's abilities in 4 areas: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Ramsey Middle School teachers use the access results to make decisions on how best to support each student's English academic language and their language development. The St. Paul Public Schools uses FAST testing in the fall and late winter to assess students' literacy growth during the school year, identifying strengths and areas of growth. These class reports help Ramsey teachers support individual students with specific interventions that accelerate students toward their literacy goals. As an international baccalaureate middle years program, our teachers use their IB units of inquiry to teach state standards in a meaningful way. These units also have assessments, both informal and formal. Teachers provide rubrics and criteria charts with each assessment so students understand the levels of proficiency. So you are probably asking, how are Title I resources used at Ramsey? Ramsey receives $215,675 in Title I funding. The bulk of this budget goes to providing additional support staff at Ramsey. Additionally, we use some of this funding for family engagement activities, interpreters for conferences and other school events, and for instructional materials. Most of the Title I funding or budget supports adding teachers and support staff who work directly with students meeting individual needs. We have several teachers who spend part of their day in math and in ELA classrooms co-teaching. Having 2 teachers in a classroom ensures more students' individual needs are being supported. Ramsey's Title I funding also pays for some of our school counseling staff. This is critical for providing social, emotional, and academic support both while we are distance learning and when in person. Ramsey's biggest support is from its amazing teachers and staff. We are fortunate to have a number of support staff: 2 assistant principals, 2 counselors, 2 social workers, 3 intervention specialists, and a full-time nurse. Ramsey utilizes the PBIS program. PBIS stands for Positive Behavioral Interventions and Supports. PBIS is an evidence-based 3-tiered framework to improve and integrate all of the data, systems, and practices affecting student outcomes every day. PBIS creates schools where all students succeed, and Ramsey is fortunate to have a strong tiered system to support our students throughout the day to be successful. Ramsey has several supports in place to provide academic support funded through Title I. These include co-teachers in literacy and math classes, on-track math class, on-track literacy class. Additionally, we have Math Corps volunteers supporting students in math, and we offer AVID, Advancement via Individual Determination, for 7th and 8th graders that assists these students in learning how to learn. AVID classrooms promote motion, communication, and team building and allows students to reflect and question while mastering content rather than just repeating and memorizing. Student leadership opportunities at Ramsey is another example of support available to students. Some examples of student leadership activities include Debate Club, Student Council, National Junior Honor Society, Dare to Be Real, and GSA. This concludes Part 2 of the Ramsey Title I Annual Meeting. Part 3 comes to you via the Ramsey Weekly Update next week. We will be answering questions regarding the Title I at Ramsey at our November 12th PTO meeting. Hope to see you there. Thanks again.